He'll learn to share. He'll learn to share be cheating. He'll learn to share be popping in early. He'll learn to share be cheating. She be popping in early, dirty. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning. He'll learn to share. Good morning, everybody who pulling up, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. For anybody who wasn't tapped in when I first kicked off to make sure I changed out. It took me a minute to start it up because I had to go in and make sure I switched it from members only. Members only. I had to go back and switch it from members only. That's what took me so long, and my computer was like locking up and freezing. I had to switch it from members only because I make the stream. I try to make the stream at night, and I'll be doing it the same way. So hopefully everybody can pull up. Tim, is the 8:45 red candle on the ES a 15-minute bearish order block? 15-minute bullish order block. 8:45 candle for Trading View or Ninja Trader. I'll just look at both of them. So 8:45 for me. This right here. This right here for Trading View or Ninja Trader. Okay, so 8:45 for Trading View would be this candle right here, right? And now that we've broken through that high right there, this right here is technically a bullish order block. Right? We've broken through this candle's high right here. So technically now this is a bullish order block right here. Right there. That's a bullish order block. This is the 9 o'clock candle for me. So 8:45 for Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim and Trading View, they do it on the time that the candle starts. So Thinkorswim, Trading View, this right here will be the 8:45 candle. And this right now that we've broken that, this right here is technically a bullish order block, right? When it's like a disconnect like this where the ES has not taken out this low, but the MES has taken out that low, I don't like that because that's like giving a mixed signal, right? It's giving a mixed signal. Like over here, I'm like, oh yeah, we ran this sell side, I'm ready to go. But over here, I'm like, oh man, we ain't touched this sell side yet. You see what I'm saying? And now we're pushing up to get this buy side. We're about to take the buy side out. How far off is the off to the top and the bottom? What's the high on this wick right here? 40.70.25. The high on this wick right here is 40.70.50. Okay, one tick. That's not bad. Just took out the short-term buy side right here. Just took out the short-term buy side. Oh yeah, I was saying I'm just like I'm just gonna watch the price. And if it's something that I'll be like, oh, I would get into that. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna watch it because, you know, I got that anxious feeling because I ain't been able to take no trade all week. Everything that I've been wanting to take has been leaving me live. The live stuff I wanted to take, it has been leaving me. We got a nice reaction, you know what I'm saying, after taking out this short-term buy side. Nice reaction off of that. We might get into chop suey. Again, we're still in between the overnight high, overnight low. And again, the ES has not taken out this sell side. We're still chopping in between. This Newsweek candle, I kind of ignored them. So I'm just taking that as a false take of the sell side, especially since it didn't take it on the ES, on the full ES. And we're still chopping in between the overnight high and the overnight low. These 15-minute candles right here. I'm just gonna watch it on the ES for today. because everything is like a little bit skewed. As you see how when I paste that in there, you see how the because if I watch it on the ES, I won't have a chance to watch all the charts at the same time. But what I can do, what I can do, what I can do, I just switch them all. Do this right here real quick. Link this, 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 link this. Let's go to the ES. Okay, why didn't it change? You should have changed. You should have changed. We're taking out the high. That should have changed all of these. Why didn't it change all of them? Taking out the buy side. Why isn't this? This thing is driving me crazy. Oh, there it is. All right. Took out the buy side. Y'all don't mind me while I get my life together. Okay, we starting to zip, zip, zippity zoop. Okay, 15 minute took out the buy side, 60 minute. Zip, zip, zippity zoop. Zip, zip, zippity zoop. What's going on? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna kick everybody out. I'm gonna kick it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all keep letting me forget to do this, man. Y'all keep letting me forget to do this right here. There you go. The link in the chat. I got the link in the chat. The link is in the chat. I'm about to go pin it to the top of the chat. Y'all keep letting me forget to put the link in the chat, man. Let me go pin it at the top of the chat. Hopefully we don't get no chop suey today. Hopefully we get, a nice day. We've been kind of doing our thing this week. And we get ready to go into the weekend. Where's my video, man? Oh, there it is. Thank you, Bob Evans. God dog, I can't. Okay, let me pin this to the top of the chat. You feel me? Okay. Okay, we're trying to get a little push. Let's look over here. The Dow is leading right now. It's taking out yesterday's It has taken out yesterday's high already. The Dow is leading strength wise. So we got a little SMT divergence going on. The ES is the farthest behind. On the counter that the Dow just took out yesterday, the Dow made a higher high. The NQ made a slightly higher high, and the ES made a lower high. It was showing the weakness, and now the Dow has taken out that high. It took it out on the 8 o'clock candle. The NQ still has not gotten there. The ES still has not gotten there. And the ES again is showing the most weakness. It was showing the weakness at the sign of the SMT divergence yesterday, and now the Dow has taken that high. Now let's see if we get a confirmation up, because the Dow has taken that high out in the if we get a confirmation down, then the ES will probably be the weaker link to the downside. 15 minute we got here to came up to that high. Is that wick for wick? 40.7250. 40.7250 came wick for wick with the 1630. That'll be the 1615 candle, or the 415 candle from yesterday. We came wick for wick with that high. We're reacting off of the mean threshold of that we're well above the mean threshold of that order block. We're pushing past that, disrespected that well. We're running now. Watching to see if it forms some type of opportunity in this area here, right at the breaking market, right at the buy side. That's what I'm watching right now, to watch to see if it forms some kind of opportunity in here, because right now we're just running. We're just running the NQ has woke up. The NQ just woke up trying to get that high. The NQ gunning for that high. The NQ woke up, so it's pulling up the SPY. I mean the ES. NQ coming close to that high, about to take it out. So it's pulling up the ES. Again, the Dow took it out. The NQ just took it. The NQ just hit the high. Waiting on SPY now. I mean the ES. All thing to do is wait, because on the right here from the open, hasn't given any opportunity on the 5 minute or higher that I would have taken from the open. We did come back down into a volume imbalance here, but I typically don't like enter off of the volume imbalances unless I'm looking to maybe add to a position. But like to enter initially, I typically don't enter initially off of volume imbalances. So I'm watching that. Did not get up there. Did not get up there to the rejection block. Neither one of them. Didn't get to the hourly rejection block. Didn't get to the 15 minute. So nothing. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you, Robinson. Do your thing. Do your thing. Good morning, everybody. Pushing. All right. Let's look for some likely candidates, some likely targets to the upside since it's pushing. It's popped up to the daily. Yesterday's high, it's most obvious. All right, let's mark out some upside targets, because we've taken out that buy side liquidity. We just went through that. We just went through that. Yep, we just poked through it. That's the daily. Right, that's the daily. Just went through that. Yeah, come on. You'll mute it for a minute. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So my wife just reminded me that we going to our family reunion. Am I the only person that don't like family reunions? And the reason why I don't like family reunions, because it'd be a bunch of people I don't know. The family that I know don't be at the family reunions. So it's like, I be like, I don't know none of y'all. And then now I got to stand there and be like cordial and you know what I'm saying, hugging on all these people I don't know. I don't know you. Y'all strangers. Ew, stranger danger. Is it just me? All the familiar strangers. Is it just me? Am I the only person? Is it just me, or is this not giving any kind of entry? Where's the 12 o'clock candle? Is it just me, or this not giving any entry? Oh. So we dropped down below midnight. All right. Did not take out the overnight low, and now we spooling up. We may be in for a power 3 day to the upside. If anybody who don't know what a power 3 day to the upside is, you accumulate, meaning consolidate, right? You drop below midnight, and then you just spool up for the rest of the day, meaning you never come back down and take out the sell side. You just keep spooling up for the rest of the day. You can, chop in between, and then at the end of the day, you'll close at or near the high. All right, so we may be in for a power 3 day to the upside. And I say we may be because we could always, get a reversal. Again, before I was saying I was watching to see if it was going to be an opportunity inside the breaking market structure. The breaking market structure where we took out the overnight high, that 730, which would be 715 for TOS and Trading View, where we broke that high. I was looking for opportunity to go there, and we've gone so far now. We've gone so far now. Now it's for little Timmy Rogers to realistically want to take a trade coming from the low of this run to where we are now. That's exactly where I needed to at least to come back to want to participate with the long. Right. This was my initial spot of wanting to see if anything worked out. And now we've come up here and took out the buy side from yesterday. Now that area right there, that's equilibrium for this run that we on now. So now this fair value gap down here, that's the discount. That's the discount fair value gap. That's where little Timmy Rogers, this the only place I'll be interested in trying to participate in a long for this, since with this move. And then if we continue to push up from here, right? If we continue to push up from here, and then we get another imbalance in between the high and this imbalance down here, then I don't want to participate in anything because it's too much risk to the downside. Because if we just say, let me put this on a bigger screen so y'all can see it. Let me put on the bigger chart here while I'll express my mind. As you see, this high right here from what day is this? This high right here from December 14th. This high from December 14th right there at 40.90.75, right? That's the next upside target that I marked out. That's the next buy side that I had marked out. Just say if we, like I was saying before, with the from the low of this run here, right, up to where we are now. Now let me go down to 15-minute chart. Right, going down to the 15-minute chart. Right. The 15-minute chart, this fair value gap right now where we are, this will be the place where I will be interested in trying to participate in a long, right? But if we continue to spool, then I don't expect us to come back down here, right? If we continue to spool, right? Just say we continue to spool and keep pushing up. And let's say we do get all the way up and take out this buy side. I'm just going to put it just a little bit above it. We ain't got to take it out by much. I'm just going to go to 40.92 right here, right? Just go to 40.92 right there. Matter of fact, let's use the fibs to see if we can find. Let's go down, look at the 5-minute. Yeah, see, we're not even consolidating anywhere. Let's go to the 1 minute. See if we might have consolidated anywhere. This is really, we took off. This really wasn't no real consolidation there, right? That's no real consolidation there. Let's go to this volume imbalance right here. We got a 1 minute volume imbalance right there, right? So at that, and then look at that, it hit right there at the line. Go to that volume imbalance and then say, okay, if we go there, okay, we starting to consolidate a little bit there. Let's just use that. We started on the 1 minute, we started to consolidate a little bit here, right? So let's just go to the bottom of that consolidation. And let's say we went all the way up to there. That's above the what's the name, right? That's above the liquidity. That's above the buy side, right? And so let's say we come all the way up to there. All right, we come all the way up to here, and in between there, we leave another imbalance right around here somewhere, right? Just say we got an imbalance just right there, right? Now, I don't want it at all because it's like we got the downside risk of this, but it's an imbalance here. So meaning, what I'm meaning is we would have, right? We would have, that ain't what I want. This is what I want. Right. Something like this. Boom. Let's just do something like that right there, right? I don't care what color these candles are. Just give me something. Okay. So now, right, then that will put a fair value gap right there, some type of imbalance, and then this imbalance right here. So if we got all the way up to, this was the line up there, right? This was the line up there. So boom. If we got all the way up to there and then price started coming back down, I don't want it at all anymore, because now we got this imbalance that we can come back down to, and this imbalance right here that we come back down to. So any kind of retracement coming back down, I'm not looking. I don't even want to participate in the long no more. Right? I don't want to participate in the long no more, because we've gone all the way up, expended all this time, and now we're probably moving into lunchtime, and then reverse it all the way back down to here. That's what I mean. But that's why I was saying, if we go all the way up there like that, I don't want it no more. And that's my reasoning why, because it's too much downside risk to come back down. But we're running back down to it very quickly. 15 minute. It's 15 minute. 15 minute. Small volume imbalance inside that fair value gap. Came back down to this 5-minute fair value gap. Watch it leave. Watch it leave like a dirty dog. Watch it leave like a dirty dog. Came down to this 5-minute fair value gap. Watching to see if it's push up and make this a bullish order block by pushing up past this right here. This the 5-minute chart up here. Both of these are 15 minutes right now. I'm all the way down to the 15 minute on the big screen. So this and this are the same. Told you, I knew it when it came to that 5-minute fair value gap. I already knew it was gonna leave this 15 minute. It was gonna leave like a dirty dog. Watch it leave like a dirty dog. Watch it leave like a dirty dog, like a about to take out that buy side. Watch it leave like a dirty dog. Okay, so we got this order block right here on the 5-minute. You got a 5-minute order block, top of the order block. Watch it. It's just spooling, y'all. It's just spooling. It's just spooling, y'all. It's just spooling. Of the order block. threshold for the block 79.5 green. All right, so the area that I was being interested in taking along was at this 15-minute fair value gap. And it's done what it's been doing to me all week and not coming back to my spot. It came right to this dirty dog, came right to equilibrium. What's the low on that candle? 71.75, right there, 71.88, right there, came right down to equilibrium like a dirty dog and did not get to the fair value gap that I was watching. It's looking like it's trying to use this as a breakaway gap. It came down to this 5-minute fair value gap that was not on my radar because I was watching the 15-minute. And then when I said it's going to leave like a dirty dog, it did. And now it's made this order block. So now at this point, I wouldn't be interested in taking a trade right now. But what I'm about to do, I'm about to drop down to the 1 minute and just eyeball, mental trade a continuation. See if it'll give a continuation based off of this order block and try to get a continuation toward this buy side liquidity, right? This is 1 minute chart here. Now looking at this 1 minute chart right here, eyeballing this 1 minute fair value gap right here, right? So we're gonna say, let me see, the 1 minute fair value gap here, and this is just how I mental traded. The mean threshold is right there. So if price comes back to the open of the order block, we're gonna use the open of the order block as the entry at 81.25. Right now, price needs to do that prior to hitting that buy side, which it don't look like it's going to do. It's just spooling, y'all. If it hit the buy side before hitting this 81.25, the mental trade is off. It's just spooling. It's not giving any the mental trade off. There you go. It's fun to hit it right now. It's about to take it right now. That's more than, is that, how many points is that? 81. It's not 10 points yet, but it's because 10 points gonna be 91.25 when it take out the buy side. So that one shot is not gonna it's not gonna come back. It's just spooling. It's not giving any entry right now that I'm interested in taking. That was just going to be like a mental entry because it didn't come to where I would realistically enter the trade. This would be another example of how I was getting left earlier this week. This was where I wanted to enter down here as it was coming down. You saw me start marking it out, getting ready, getting excited, and then it turned around and left like a dirty dog. And then the mental trade idea that I was just going to mental trade it to see if I could get like an ICT 5-point thing. And then it didn't come back to that. So it's just spooling. And buy side about to be taken in just a minute. Got a volume imbalance right here, working on a volume imbalance. So it's giving you clues that, hey, I'm spooling to the upside. I want to keep going. Right, here we go right there. Buy side is hit. Buy side is hit. 1-2 more ticks and buy side will be taken. Buy side taken. So that's off the table. It's just spooling. It's just spooling. So it's not going to be anything that I would want to trade. And then from here, the only thing I would do from here, if I just had to trade something, is I would wait until the market gave me a reversal signal. What'd you say, Lil Hawk? News in 5 minutes. Oh, appreciate y'all. I put to have y'all over here where I can see y'all, man. Y'all know I'll be missing all of that. Y'all know I'll be missing all of that. And then I'll be blaming y'all for like, Not saying that. That's the reason for the family reunion. Oh, that's my sweetie. I'm strangers. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Okay, revised um, customer sentiment 6.49, actual 64.9, forecast 64.6, previous 64.6. So consumer sentiment rose slightly. Okay. The market is saying that it's a good day to attend. Hey, I appreciate consolidation, expansion, retracement, entry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can yeah, it's man, it's so many different ways. Rich Genius said consolidation, expansion, retracement, entry. Right? It's so many different ways to like skin a cat. But it's like and then, y'all notice I forgot to mention this for the people that's anybody that's tapped in right now, that's not usually in here with us, right? Did y'all notice how the spooling went crazy? Where's my vertical line? Give me a snap. Oh, it's already on snap. Give me a snap. Give me a snap. Give me a snap. For anybody who don't know, this, let me change the color of this so it makes some sense. Fatten it up. Change the color. Put it in red. For anybody who don't know, right? Right in between these red lines right here, right? In between these red lines, that's on the 15-minute, right? That right there is on the 5-minute, and this right here is on the 1-minute, right? Between that time right there is when the algo runs macros. There's something that I learned from ICT. This is when the algo run macros during this time, right? And when it run right here, this is when we was trying to get picked up. This is when it was coming down. I want to get picked up on this fair value gap. It came down here and stopped at this 1-minute order block right there, right? So it came down, stopped at the 1-minute order block, left us at the bus station wanting to get long. It's inside the 950 to 1010 macro window. During this window right here, the algorithm seeks out liquidity. It's either going to seek out buy side or sell side, right? Or it's going to seek out an imbalance, right? If it's going long, right? I mean, if it's spooling up, right? It's bullish, right? When the macros kick in, it's either going to seek out buy side or it's going to fail and start to seek out an imbalance below price, right? If it's going bearish, it's either going to seek out sell side or it's going to fail and start to seek out an imbalance above price, right? So 950, we spooling, right? We come down, it's been bullish, right? The price been bullish. See, we've been bullish right here, right? Coming there from 910, right? So from 910, we bullish, right? Get inside the window of the macros, right? We bullish, bullish, bullish. We running. Come on, Tim. Ninja Trader, right? So we come up, we've come above this buy side liquidity, right? We've taken out that buy side. We get into the window, right? Once we took out the buy side before getting in the window, we're in the window now. We consolidate a little bit. We pull back down to a discount PDub rate after taking out the buy side, right? took out the buy side, discount PD array, support price is still in the buy program. Ping out, we seek out what? The buy side liquidity above price. We hit it right there at 10.09. We took out the buy side right at 10. You see how we came up there and we stopped at 10.08, and then at 10.09 we played around with it a little bit, then we poked above it, took out the buy side at 10.09, and then boom, 10.10, the macros are done. That's you know, something that I learned from ICT. We watch it every day while we're trading or trying to look for trades, and it's been playing out to the T. It's been playing out to the T. So again, we've gotten above ICT tweeted December 14th, high taken on. I'm assuming you meant ES because the W and the S right next to each other. Yes, it has been. Appreciate that. I appreciate that, Rhonda. So now going back to what I was saying before. Yes, ES. I got it. It's 2023, man. We all read typo. We all speak typo, should I say. I didn't mean to go to 60 minute. Let me move the macro lines out of the way. All right. So I see we got a 60-minute fair value gap down here. Also, right around that 15-minute, what I was looking at. It's not yet. We're working on it, so it's not there yet. Let's go to 15-minute. Looking at the 15-minute, right? We've gotten up there where I would. Oh, snap. Let's go back and check that real quick. Let's see if the fib extension was hitting again today. Did it hit? We went to this. Did we go? We went to the consolidation. Did we go to the volume imbalance or the consolidation? Y'all remember which one we used when we ran the fibs? Did we go to the turn off the snap? Did we go to the volume imbalance or did we go to the consolidation? I can't remember. The volume imbalance. Oh, the volume imbalance put us right at the line, right? The volume imbalance put us right at the line, and then the consolidation. When we got to the consolidation, okay, we still haven't reached there. The bottom of the overall, yeah, we ain't reaching, but the volume imbalance we used the first time did put us right at the line. That was a good little projection. The consolidation that we had got to still ain't got there. The consolidation will be around 40.99. 40.99 will be around the projection for the consolidation. So 40.99 would be like 49.87 or 40.99 would be from the consolidation on the field projection. All right, so the two field projections that we were looking at earlier, that field projection stuff be hitting now. Let me talk about that right there. Right, consolidation. Thank you, Marcia. What I was about to say about now that we've gotten above this buy side, realistically in a real world, right, I would not be interested in trying to go long off of anything coming all the way back down here to this fair value gap, right? Especially if we leave another. I ain't interested coming back down there anyway, but if we left another another fair value gap right here, just say on this calendar that we're working on right now on the 15-minute. If this 15-minute calendar never come back down and touch, if this 10 o'clock, that'll be the 9:45 calendar on Thinkorswim. If it never came back down and touched this high and we left a fair value gap in this area anywhere, I wouldn't be interested in going long off this fair value gap because it's too much risk to the downside coming down to this fair value gap. I wouldn't be interested coming all the way back to this fair value gap and going long because that's a complete reversal at this point. And I don't believe in trading against the grain. So like now that we've come this far on like bullishly on the daily, I personally won't be looking for a reason to go short. I don't like trading against the grain. So at this point, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting back, watching country wane and look at the candles print, because you know what I'm saying, we've come way farther than I want to participate on. Yeah, I know it's 10:18. We still got a lot of trading day, but I get off at 11 o'clock. My day over. You know what I'm saying? My day over. That's just the way I trade. That's the way I trade. Okay, we took out the buy side. Got a 5-minute fair value gap right there. Five-minute fair value gap right there at the top of this 5-minute order block. $60-minute. Got a real long wick on that 60-minute. Still got 40 minutes left on that candle. Plenty of time left on that candle. Nothing to get excited about just yet, because we don't have any type of break down this both these 5-minute charts here, the big one and the top one here. 5 minutes right now. Nothing to get excited about on that 60-minute wick just yet. Let's go down to Skinny Minnie, see what she working with. Show me what you're working with. Skinny Minnie has there's a 1-minute fair value gap and a volume imbalance there. That's the volume imbalance I was talking about. Like we set a volume imbalance, and then we set another volume imbalance. Whenever we be setting them volume imbalances, it'd be like, hey, I'm gonna run for a minute. That's what I've learned. Okay, coming back to this consolidation, getting back down into this 5-minute fair value gap. Just kissed it. Looking for the if the discount PD arrays will start breaking, right? The lower the time frame, the less weight that it carries, but you want to, like, signs of a potential reversal is that the discount PD arrays will start breaking. Like we're getting down, like these 1 minute, these 1 minutes, right? We've pushed through a 1-minute fair value gap. We pushed through a 1-minute order block. Now we're trying to put, we just got to the bottom, almost to the bottom of a 1-minute fair value gap at a breaking market structure, right? So now we're at a 5-minute fair value gap, a 5-minute order block, right? If these discount PD arrays start relenting, start giving up, then now we're at that volume imbalance right there. So that volume imbalance is right here at the mean threshold, pretty much close to the mean threshold of this 5-minute, right? So you really want this volume imbalance to hold up if you want the bullishness to continue, right? This 1-minute order block is the last line of defense, right? This 1-minute order block is the last line of defense for the bullishness to continue, right? If this fails, then we can potentially start to see a reversal, right? We could potentially start to see a reversal because this price leg right here, this low that set this order block took out this buy side. So if this volume imbalance that the algo set inside this 5-minute order block, and then this 1-minute order block that's inside this 5-minute order block, if all of this fail, we can be looking at a potential reversal. And I say potential, you know what I'm saying, because we got this 15-minute down here. You know what I'm saying? We got this 15-minute down here that can push us back up, because all of this right here is like 1 minute, these 1 minute candles right here. So the weight of this is not as weighty as the higher time frames, but stuff starts to bill out on the lower time frames. All right, we got a 1 minute fair value gap above price set right there. This is now some kind of PD array. Like when they be inside this consolidation right here, it'd be hard for me to identify what it is because I ain't got time to be trying to count these individual lows and highs like this right here. Be like, okay, that low, that this high, that low went there, and it what is anyway. But when it's like, that's why I like to identify like my breakers and my mitigation blocks on higher time frames. And I identified on a lower time frame too, but I just don't like looking for it inside consolidation. When it's inside consolidation, I don't try to pick out the breakers and the order blocks. I just try to pick them out at the ends of price legs. That's where I look for them at. So right now, the volume imbalance still holding. We did get a slight wick through, a little sloppiness to it, but it's still holding. But this fair value gap right here needs to fail for me to believe in the bullishness, or I'm looking for it to come back down. I'm looking for it to come back down. And sell side right there. All right. All right. That fair value, if that fair value gap does its job, I'm looking for it to come down. But don't forget, I said this is the last line of defense for the bullish case, but setting this fair value gap right here on the 1 minute. All right. Setting this fair value gap on the 1 minute right there. And thus far, it is doing its job. But see this here? It's playing with us right now because we got smooth tops here. We got smooth tops, smooth bottoms so far. Okay, the bottoms are jagged. The tops are smooth. All right, getting down. We're inside the wick of the 1 minute order block that I said is the last line of defense. Day job calling me. So gotta run. Appreciate you allowing us in today. Michelle Taco, you're very welcome. Okay. Small reaction off the wick of the order block. Let's see if it go back to test out the fair value gap, or will it just continue to slide down? Again, for the bullishness to continue, this fair value gap needs to fail. It needs to push through. If this doesn't fail, I'm anticipating it to take out this sell side. But in order to get to that sell side, it has to get through the last line of defense, which is this 1 minute order block. Reacting off of the order block wick right now. Can't get back to them smooth highs, them smooth tops. Those smooth tops. Excuse me. 10:28. Need to make sure I hydrate. Can y'all see my charts all right when I got all three screens up like that right there and the divergence? How does it look to y'all? Yeah, y'all can see it pretty good. Y'all see the chart pretty good. Okay, starting to consolidate right here pretty good. This fair value gap is trying to be a formidable foe. Thank you, Marcia, and here to learn and share. It's trying to be a formidable foe. The tops are very smooth. Algo does not like smooth tops. Got them smooth tops. Fair value gap. This should be around consequent encroachment right there. I'm just eyeballing that consequent encroachment. I'm using the bottom of this 1007. It'll be the 1006 wick. I'm just eyeballing the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap using that low right there. I guess I can go ahead and just do it the right way. Oh, we just poked through it anyway. All right. Need this to hold up. I need this to fail, should I say. I need this to fail if the bullishness is to continue. Struggle City. Struggle City. Struggle City. Okay. Looking at all three indices, we got some divergence again. On the 60-minute, the Dow is looking very weak. The NQ is looking very strong. And the ES is the red-headed stepchild in the middle. I can't put no more chart candles in there to look at thus far. So, okay. We've set a tiny fair value gap right here inside this inside the top of the 5-minute fair value gap. So we've traded down through it, traded back up through it. Now that we're up here, let's see if this becomes support for price, this 5-minute fair value gap. Let's see if it becomes support for price, because we've traded through it both ways, and now we're above it. Let's see if it'll become support for price on the 5-minute over here. All right. The fair value gap is fighting. It's fighting. It does not want to fail. It acts as if it sees my line right here. It's acting like it doesn't want to fail. I need for it to fail to believe in the bullishness to continue up. It's 1032. It's fight is making more smooth highs. It's making more smooth highs. 35 seconds left on this candle. That thing fighting, baby. That thing fighting, baby. Do I need to move my line so price can just go up? What? Do you see do the algo see my line? Do it see my cursor? Is my cursor holding price down? Them smooth highs. Looking at the divergence chart over here. The Dow was consolidating. AQ was ripping. ES was ripping. AQ got a volume imbalance on the out, working on the volume imbalance on the hourly. The Dow came back down to the breaking market structure. not leaving any type of fair value gap, anything. Came back to the breaking market structure. Got how many minutes left? Like less than 30 minutes on this candle. Okay, we're pushing back down. It's proven to be a formidable foe. The fair value gap proven to be a formidable foe, breaking down heavy. Stopped at the order block, breaking down heavy. Say, hey, I'm not out of there. Stop. I'm not out of there. It broke down heavy. It broke down heavy. If it take out this sell side right here, it left a fair value gap up here. That could be a potential retrace back to for the short. The fair value gap did its job. It said, hey, I'm not a punk. I'm not a punk. It did its job. Took out the short-term sell side right there. Back at almost at the open of the last line of defense. So looking for this last line of defense to fail. What will be beautiful price action from here after taking out this this short-term sell side would be to just come back up to this fair value gap right here. If we leave a fair value gap in between this 934, that'll be 33 on TOS and Trading View, and this candle that we're on right now, if we leave a fair value gap in there, then I will want to see this fair value gap stay open. Don't even come back to it. And then just trade back to this fair value gap and drop. Want this right here to stay open. Don't even come back to it, right? If we got 23 seconds left here, if this right here turns out to be a fair value gap, don't come back to this fair value gap. Come back up to this fair value gap that will put you right here at this breaker, this 1 minute breaker right here that we just touched, right? That'll put us at this 1 minute breaker right there that we just touched, and a fair value gap right here. Come to this fair value gap and drop. Don't touch this one right here. That's what I'm talking about here. I need this candle right here to pop up to this fair value gap here and then drop right there, because this is the breaker right there that I'm talking about. Right there. Now, stop there and go down. Don't come to this fair value gap. See, if you get up there, up, it's going back. See, now we want to play game. Up, now it's going to go there. It held up. That one held up. It did. It went to that one, and it's dropping. I wouldn't want to see that go there, but it went. It went. We might end up chopping. Since it came up into that one right there, I don't like that it went in there. It might still go, but I don't like that it went in there. I wanted that to not get touched. I just wanted it to come to this one right here and then drop. Since it touched this right here, I don't like that. It may chop. Now, it may continue down. It may just drop and sell off and go to this sell side now. But for the way I like to see it trade, I didn't want this right here to get touched at all. Since this got touched, now I'm looking at these smooth highs that we made. We was making them smooth high. Remember, I was like, we making them highs really smooth. Since we've gotten up to that one right there, now I'm looking at the smooth highs. Again, it can just hit here and slide off. But since it got there, me no likey. Me no likey. I wanted it to stop here and just go back down. All right. That's the closure of it right there where I got my mouse. We got two volume, working on a second volume imbalance in between there and price. That's the top of the fair value gap, the one that I didn't want it to touch. Is the Dow wait? The Dow still not waking up yet. The Dow is still not waking up. On the 15 minute, We got a nice rejection off of the first buy side that we took out. What's that? Is that the overnight high? No, that's yesterday. That's yesterday's high. Nice rejection off of yesterday's high on the 15-minute. We came down to the last line of defense. That's working pretty good right now. Still haven't gotten past that. Yeah, we're coming back down. Got a volume imbalance here. Yeah, me don't like it. I wanted this to stay open to come back down here to this sell side. But again, that's the last line of defense. Got to let the last line of defense do its job. We got the smooth highs up there. All right. Chop slop. We in chop slop. Cause we came back down to the breaker again. Now we're above that bearish breaker. Now we just poke back through it again. So once you get above that bearish breaker, if price gonna keep going up, that bearish breaker should act as support. We just in some chop slop right now. Came down. Past mean threshold of that. What do you see at 4086? ICT said it negates any near-term weakness. 4086.50 negates any near-term weakness. 4086.50. Okay, that's 487. Let me look at the 5 minute. Let me put a line at 4086.50. 4086.50. All charts. We're gonna make it what's the color we don't have over there yet? Lime green. We're gonna make it dashed so we'll know that that's the one we just put in there. All right, so make it bigger. I put it on 1, but I want to put it on 2 again. Okay, so 4086.50. $40.86.50. Let me go. Okay. I see. It's not the mean threshold of this. I mean, it's not the consequent encroachment of this. Because the first thing I checked was consequent encroachment of this right here. Right. That's 4087.25. 4086.50. 1006 is what he's referring to. Oh, the 1006 candle, that would be 1005 for me. Okay, so no, that'd be 1007 for me. Okay, so yeah, that's the fair value gap I went and looked at, but failure means lower prices. Yeah. Oh, he talked about since this right here failed, since that fair value gap failed, then it's lower prices, and this 1022 candle. Okay. I got it. Uh okay. Then 4071 sell side. Okay. I see what I see now. So basically what he was just saying was, right, when okay, this how I'm taking it, right? We came down and we came through this fair value gap. Like I was like, we done blew through that fair value gap right here, right? And then this candle right here, the high of this candle, this SIBI, this SIBI, the high of this SIBI right there, that's the high of this SIBI, that 40, that price that he said, right? That's the high of that SIBI, right? So again, he looking for the sell side the same way I was like, I'm looking for the sell side, but the way I was looking for, I said I need this right here to hold up, right? I was like, it's being a formidable foe making these flat tops, and I didn't want to see this touched, right, to go down here. That's the same thing he's saying with this right here. This this high of this SIBI, right? If we broke the high of that SIBI, he's saying it negates any weakness, right? It negates any weakness. And then but he that's the way he was saying. We were saying like the same thing when I was like, but that's because I wasn't getting the level at first, but now looking at the candles, I understand exactly what he's saying, right? Because you see, the first thing I did when you said it, I came to this fair value gap to measure it out, right? And I'm like, that's not the mean threat, that's not consequent encroachment, but that's the high of this SIBI, right? That's the high of this SIBI. And if we break the high of that SIBI, that negated him wanting that 4071, the same thing that we was looking at, right? That negated him wanting that. So when I was looking at this right here, not to get touched, right, I was on the right track, but I was looking at the wrong target based off of his trading philosophy, right? I was on the right track, just looking at the wrong target. I was watching the same SIBI, right? And I was like, this right here needs to hold up. This needs to fail for the bullishness to continue. He was talking about the high of the SIBI. I was talking about the close of the SIBI, right? And then I didn't want this touched, right, to continue down, but he still was targeting the high of the SIBI. This was the break of his bearishness, right? And this right here was the break of my bearishness. But once it started going down, I put some extra rules on it that, you know what I'm saying, this was the short. It would have talked me out of my well, actually, if you would have went short at this one right here, right, and gave it to the high, it would have been a safe short. You know what I'm saying? But I would have just, if I was actually in it, I would have been worrying because we touched this SIBI that I didn't want touched. In hindsight, or if we was in the trade, it would have played out. But Again, it just feel good to be on the same page as the mentor, even though my zero was a little bit off. Like he was looking at the high and I was looking at the closure. Yes, yes. Yes. On the same page, basically on the same page, just like not as a little bit more um a little bit more restrictive, like getting too bogged down in too many of the details. I was getting too bogged down in too many of the details. I actually want to journal this. Because I was getting bogged down in some of the details, and I'm gonna journal this. And what I'm gonna do, I usually post my journals for the black spiders on the tab. I'll I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the I'll put a link in the chat. I'll put a link in the chat for the people that's here if you want to download this journal entry. It won't be in the link for the replay, but it'll be in the link in the chat right now if you want to download this journal entry. And when I start journaling, I just get quiet. I just get quiet and be journaling. So if you got any questions, feel free to click on the link that's pinned to the top of the chat to pull up, or put it in the chat, and I will look at it eventually. Okay. Let me get my thoughts together. I'm gonna put this right here while I'm thinking about it. That's better, right? Bearishness. Oh, that's right. That's one. Just a note. Appreciate that, little Hulk. I appreciate that. I made 800 so far by just listening, following what you're doing. Hey, that's what's up, Joshua. Hey, that's my brother Joshua, man. Joshua Israel. He a R&B artist, man. For anybody that's tuned in right now, I'm gonna take a minute to shout out my brother, man. He's an R&B artist. He be dropping music. He on like all streaming platforms. He got a YouTube page. It's The Real Joshua Israel, I think it's called. The Real J Israel, right there. The Real J Israel. Ignore him laying on the bed with a flower on his chest with his taco meat hanging out. But he got a YouTube page. You go check out his YouTube page. It's The Real J Israel. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for his YouTube page. If it give me I'll just copy it up here. Right. This is that's the link to my boy YouTube page right there. That link that I just put in the chat. Go support my brother music. He on all streaming platforms. He make real R&B music, man. Real R&B music. Go support my boy. Now back to my journaling. Okay, so let me get my thoughts together here. All right. Looking for reversal. I'll excuse my spelling if I don't spell stuff right. Signal after taking buy side liquidity at what's that buy side? 49 to 75. Gotta turn my snap off. All right. 5 minute bullish fair value gap. Hey, bro. I'm at 1100 now. All from this live. Congratulations, man. Y'all clap it up for my brother right there, man. Hey, me and him, we had a conversation the other day. We was on the phone. I said, bro, just go to sim and perfect your skill. Because a lot of people, like even y'all know Mark from Trading with Uncultured Currency, he used to always be the same way. I got to put skin in the game. I said, man, go to sim and just learn the skill. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't rush it. The market gonna always give you an opportunity. Go to sim and learn the skill. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother for going in sim and doing the thing. Don't worry, don't get caught up and be like, oh man, this could have been this could have been that. Go to sim, learn the skill. Cause like I did the same thing. excuse me, when I first started, right? I was doing sim, then I started trading that live money. The live money got good, and that live money started making me feel like I was better than I really was. And then when I started getting slapped upside the head, I ain't know how to fight my way out, because I wasn't as good as I thought I was. But congratulations, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Count this as a win. Make sure you journal whatever you did, whatever, you know what I'm saying, your thought process behind the trade. If you were just following along with me, journal as much as you can, what you can remember. If you were just doing it off your own, listening to me and doing your own thing, make sure you journal it, go back, you know what I'm saying, the way you felt before the trade, the way you felt during the trade, the way you felt after the trade, why you took the trade you took. Make sure you journal all of that. Shout out my boy Jay Israel. 5-minute bullish fair value gap. No, let me stop talking and do this, because I need to remember. I be trying to journal while I can still remember it. All right. I'm gonna move the breaker out the way, because we wasn't paying attention to the breaker for the trade. I put the breaker in there to look at it, but we wasn't really doing anything with the breaker, so I'm just gonna move the breaker out of the way. We were focusing on the fair value gaps, so I'm gonna move this fair value gap over to I'll move it to here, 1029. I'll put it at 1020. I'm just making room, so I don't want everything to be cluttered up. Say cool it what? Cool it called it at 950 to 1010 market macro. At cool, what Cooler said? Hey Tim, what is it called again when algos perform at? Oh yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, when that's when they run the macros. They run the macros, and for anybody who don't know what a macro is just like a set of instructions that that you give a program to do a set sequence of things. Like you can run macros in Excel, run macros in computer anything that you can do macros in it, and it said it's like if you run a macro to like tell little Timmy Rogers how to drink a bottle of water, right? The macros would be like pick up the bottle, open the top, sip the water, close the top, set it back down. That's the macros. That's the macro program that you're gonna put in there. And every time they run the macros, I'm gonna pick up the bottle, open the top, drink the water, put the top back down, sit it down. You know, it's the macros just gonna just tell it to do a certain set of things. Oh yeah, let me get back to this. Snap on. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make the 1 minute pink. Do we got some pink in here? Pink, come here, pink. We're gonna go with hot pink. Hot pink. Hot pink. That's the 1 minute. All right. Put this over to 10:33. Looking at that, it filled that one perfectly. The one that I didn't want touched. Okay, so now I can start typing out my thoughts. Now I can start typing out my thoughts. Bullish order block and 5-minute bullish fair value gap failed. Hit reverse. Again, y'all don't laugh at my spelling if it ain't spelled right. marked everything out in that deal. Hmm. Okay, so that was step two. So looking for the possible reversal after taking this buy side liquidity. Second thought, the 1 minute order block, bullish order block, and the bullish fair value gap failed on this leg down right here. Leaving this SIBI. Wanted this SIBI to hold up to confirm bearishness. That was the next step. That's the next thing we was watching. Need one SIBI. SIBI to hold down price. That was the one that was when I was like, if that holds down price, the bullishness is off. Right. So need that to hold down price. Okay. I used to have a shortcut where I could turn that snap off, but it don't let me do it no more. Need 1 minute SIBI to hold down price. All right. I like to do my entries off like the middle of like consequent encroachment. You can do it at the touch, at the top, however you like to do it. But I like doing mine at consequent encroachment. For the 80150. Talk about this right here. I didn't talk about this before. So based off of this trade right here, if I was trying to enter off of this SIBI here and didn't want this one right here touched, the stop would have been placed above this SIBI over here, where these smooth highs was. The stop would have been above that, and I like to give my stop like 1 point above. So that high of that, god dog it, that high of that I keep moving around is 40.85. So that'll be 40.86. I would like to learn more about low and horizontal. I watched ICT but need simplified version. Have you studied it also? Oh yeah, I'll break that down real quick. As soon as I finish journaling this right here, it's the way I look at it is pretty simple. I think. Uh, I really miss having that shortcut for turning the snap on and off. Oh, it's 11:20. Need to be heading to the gym. $10.34. All right. Thank y'all for sitting through my that's how I get quiet and I just be like people just be sitting there watch me journal and some people ask me like why I journal on the computer And I agree it's probably faster just to write everything out, but I like being able to keep it like computerized and look at it anywhere. And then I can, like, if I make mistakes, I can just move stuff around without having to erase or scribble or whatever. ES tape reading. ES, we was looking at ES tape read when 127. Save this as 127.23. Okay, save that. Okay, oh, you know what? I gotta do this a couple ways. Drive. All right. Journal screenshots. New file. Get link. Copy link. Utizzle. Upload. Create post. Image. Here is my journal entry from this session. Post. Okay. All right, now done. Now let me come here. Okay, I'm gonna put it in this. Nope, because I said I was gonna have it for the replay. When having it for the replay, you can watch it on the replay. If you want to download it and save it, let me make a new folder. New folder. Link. 127.3 journal entry. Create. Nobody probably don't even want this. I'm going through all this right here and don't nobody even probably won't even want to anyone with the link. Okay. Copy the link. That's done. All right. Okay, so that's the link right there. If anybody want to go in and save and copy, get a copy of that journal entry that I just put up there. If anybody wanna save a copy of that, do me a favor, go ahead and click on it and tell me if it take you there and let you download it. Now somebody asked about, oh, let me get all this junk off of here. All right. Somebody asked about liquidity runs. Tim. Okay, yeah. I heard you and Zay talk about it yesterday. Rewatched it. Okay. Uh, thank you for sharing how you journal on the charts. That's what's up. You are so appreciated. What's going on, Marco? Yes, I was focused. Thank you. Have a great Friday. Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so for low resistance, high resistance liquidity runs, right? This is the way little Timmy Rogers look at it, right? Think about it as the path of least resistance, right? The path of least resistance, right? So if okay, let's just use right here what we're looking at right here, right? Okay, so based off like what we was talking about last night, I'm gonna do it on Trading View because it's easier for me to put lines and stuff on Trading View and move them around, and I can undo if I mess something up. I can hit undo. Um, you're very welcome, Trinish. Okay, right. Remember yesterday when we was talking about like possible targets, right? 41, 16, 41, 16, 75, right? Right. 41, 16, 75. Y'all, it ain't got to be perfect, but y'all know my ADD will not let me. My OCD will not let me put that line up there, and it's not in the right spot. Jesus Christ, come on. All right, so the low is 37.8850. Right. Right. So when you think about right, previous high. right? So when you think about like liquidity runs, right? Let's say from the open of today, right? We opened up right here. This is what we opened at today, at this line right there. We opened today here. I'm gonna make this a black line, right? From today's open, right? From today's open, right? The not saying we'll even get there, but from today's open to any time in the near future, right? What's the path of least resistance to get to um liquidity, right? Right. So to get to the buy side liquidity right here, right, and to get to the sell side liquidity there, right, you have more obstacles in between the sell side than you do the buy side, right? So now, mind you, we've already been extended. So I'm not saying we'll get here before we get there, right? Because we're already extended. But I'm just giving an example of low liquidity versus high liquidity runs, right? So to get to the buy side, right, we have from coming from today's open, right? We had this prior high that I missed right there. We had that prior high, but we just took that prior high, right? So that was a perfect example of, right, we just took this buy side. Let me undo this right here, right? That's a perfect example right there. I ain't even had to draw out all them lines if I would have been paying attention, right? If I just been paying attention, right? Now, all this other junk is irrelevant now, right? So from the open of today, right? From the open of the day, you don't know where price gonna go, right? Because we opened down, right? We opened down, and I was like, let's see if we gonna go down and get the equilibrium when I was talking about the SPY, and then go back up, whatever, right? So the buy side liquidity here and the sell side liquidity there, right? And so what's the path of least resistance to the liquidity? What's in between the open and that buy side? Only thing in between there is yesterday's prior high, right? Yesterday's prior high is the only thing that was in between today's open and the buy side liquidity. That's the only PD array that was in between today's open and the buy side liquidity, right? What's in between today's open and the sell side liquidity, right? Right. What do we got in between there? We ain't even got to go that far down. Let's go right there. Right. We'll go to that sell side liquidity right there. Right. Or we ain't got to go that far down. We'll go to that sell side liquidity right there. Right. So we ain't gonna go terribly far, make it like stupid, unfair. Right. We just go to the sell side right there. Right. So what's in between this sell side and today's open? Right. We got a daily order block, right? We have a daily order block, a bullish order block, right? What's the bullish order block job? To keep price up, right? When we come down to this, you're supposed to keep price up, right? We just broke market structure with a previous high, right? Just broke market structure with a previous high. Jesus Christ. All right. We have a mitigation block right here. We got a daily mitigation block. I don't have any. Do I have no mitigation blocks? Breakers, fair value, get mitigation blocks. Bullish mitigation block, right? We have a daily fair value gap. We got 2 daily fair value gaps. Y'all see where I'm going with this already. And that sell side is right at consequent encroachment of that daily bullish fair value gap. So, why was I saying this morning, let's see if we come down below equilibrium on the spot and then push back up? Because looking at where we opened at today, right, to get to this buy side over here and this buy side right here, right? You can either I'm gonna call this buy side. I call it the previous day's high because that's what the other counter said, but I'm gonna say buy side. No, I'm gonna leave it previous day's high because it was just that was so close. That was like a no-brainer. So we're gonna go with the buy side that was a little bit further away, right? So the path of least resistance to liquidity was where? Up or down, right? It was up because we have one prior high and then the buy side. So you got 1, 2. It's one thing in between price and your destination. One PD array. You're welcome. You're welcome. The one PD array, which was the prior high, the buy side liquidity, right? If your target is this buy side liquidity, this buy side liquidity at this prior high can be a shaving point. You shave because you never know how price gonna act when it get to a PD array. It can always reverse. You shave, your ultimate destination is the 40, 90, 75. That's the path of least resistance. That's a low resistance liquidity run right there, right? If you're bearish and you want price to come down to get to the sell side here, right? You got to go through a prior day's high. What's the prior day's high's job when you get above it? To keep price up. When we came down to the prior day's high, what did it do? It kept price up, right? You coming down. That's a fair value gap I missed right here. No. This day ain't over, so that's not a fair value gap. Scratch that. Strike that from the record. This day ain't over, so that's not a fair value gap, right? We got a bullish order block. What's the bullish order block job do? To block price. When you come down, it's supposed to support the price, keep the price up, right? A bullish mitigation block. When you come down to that mitigation block, it's supposed to support price, keep the price up. A bullish daily fair value gap, that's supposed to support the price, keep the price up. A bullish daily fair value gap, that's supposed to support the price, keep the price up. So that's a high resistance liquidity run down to this sell side because it's the path of least resistance is the low resistance liquidity run, right? I only have to go through one high to get to my destination. So I'm going to shave at this high, keep a runner to see if I hit my destination. I'm not going to go again. I'm not going to be a trout. We're not going to swim against the current. And when we get to the top, we just die. And we can't celebrate the fact that a bear didn't eat us. We've swam against the current for so long. We're totally exhausted and we just die and float in the water. And then the bear ain't got to do no work. He just come by and say, I'm working. Yes, indeed, I'm loving. But you and me, I'm loving. Hopefully, yes, the fewer PD arrays, the path toward liquidity, the lower the resistance for the price to get there, low resistance, the more P. Exactly. That's the way I understand it. That's the way I understand it, and that's what's been working for me. Is that the way that ICT understand it? I don't know, but I like to think that that's the way he understand it because it's been working for me. And if he say it's not, just let me think what I think. Why you have it marked out? Can you please explain why the mitigation block is a mitigation block? I think I see though. Okay. The mitigation block. Remember with mitigation blocks and breakers, the one distinct difference is that the mitigation block, the high, well, the breaker, the high or the low breaks the prior high or low, right? So this price leg right here, right? This price leg right there, right there, right there, right? That price leg right here. Yeah, the mitigation block fails, right? Right here, that price leg, we came up, right? We came up like that, and then we turned around like that. Well, so we came and we failed to break the low. That matter of fact, there's a low in there right here that we failed to break, right? We could even take it from that. Yeah, and we're gonna take it from that because that's the entire price leg, but this is phase 2 of the price leg because we went up, we came down, went up, right? So that low to that high came back down and we failed to get a break in market structure right here. Uh-oh, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. Right? We failed to get a break in market structure right there. And then we reversed and we came up here. And then we got a break in market structure there. I got too much going on the chart. Y'all know I'm going crazy right now. I picked the right one. I picked the right one. So, right, this price leg right here came up, right? The high of this price leg did not break the low of this price leg, and we traded back through that high. So the last up close candle of this price leg becomes a mitigation block. When we came up initially and we traded down, that became an order block. Once we traded back through, that became a bearish order block. Once we traded back through that bearish order block and we did not take out the low, that became a bullish mitigation block. So the mitigation block fails, right? Or failure swing. If we would have come down and broken this low, then that would have been a bearish order block that turned into a bullish breaker. Hopefully that helped. Did that help? Did that help? Here to learn and share. Did that help you out? That's all I got. I thank y'all for tapping in to the live market watch. This is what we do every day. It's typically not this long. We went rather long today. I typically try to wrap it up right around 10:45, 11 o'clock ish, because I be getting ready to go to the gym on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm getting ready to go to the gym now because it's Friday. I'll see y'all tonight. Since Here to Learn and Share ain't gonna answer me, I'll see y'all tonight for the price action recap. Thank you. I had the right idea, but I got it wrong because I was looking at the fact it didn't break the high you pointed out that low was not broke. Wait a minute, let me read that again. I had the right idea, but I got it wrong because I was looking at the fact that it didn't break the high. You pointed out the low was not broken. Which high? It didn't break which high? Which high? What candle? You welcome, Joshua. Joshua. Um, which high? On which candle? Which one of these candles here? When you said it didn't break the high. Oh, you can't even see the chart. Which one of these candles you was talking about? It didn't break the high. Okay, we got okay, we came up here. We broke the high here. The higher for the long. Oh, over here. You talk about over like way up here. You talk about the real long wick right there. From the December 13th. Move out the way, hand holding kids. Looking like us. Was it us? Yes. Okay, so yeah. No, that would be once we break that high right there, that will make this right here a breaker. That will make that a breaker. Once we get all the way up here and break that high right there, that will make that right there a daily breaker, a bullish breaker right there. That will make that a daily breaker because this high, right, even though it's a long crazy news week candle, this high came down and broke this low, right? So this high broke this low, and then we trade back through that high. Now the last up close candle would be the breaker, right? Even though it's got a crazy long ugly wick, right? Once we get up, just say we trade up to 41.85, 4,200, whatever, then that candle right there will be a daily breaker. Right there, like that. So you and that's why I don't like to try to look for breakers inside the consolidation like this right here. I like to look at the extended moves. That's how I like to watch for my breakers, right? Like on this extended move right there, on this extended move right here, like just say we came up here, like you can even look at this right here as a mitigation block now. You know what I'm saying? You can look at, well, not that one, this one here. You can look at this right here as a mitigation block because we reversed right there. We reversed right here and we came down and we didn't break that low. But it's inside this consolidation. So I don't even want to fit a fiddle around inside there saying, okay, the price came up here. We came back, didn't break that low, broke back through it. Now that's a mitigation block right there. I don't want to fiddle in that consolidation. That's you know what I'm saying, looking for a needle in the haystack. I like to focus more on the longer move, and don't get it misconstrued because these daily candles. I do the same thing, even if these was 1 minute candles. I don't want to fit a fiddle in the consolidation trying to find every little breaker, every little. Give me the longer move so I have the chance of like getting more out of the entry. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get at least that 10 points. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get at least that. So I don't want to fit a fat around with every little breaker or mitigation block. Give me the ones on the longer moves so I can, you know what I'm saying, get at least my 10 points. Hopefully that helped. Oh, you're welcome. I see that you said thank you for explaining. You're very welcome. It's almost 12 o'clock. I'm supposed to be halfway done with my workout by now. I appreciate y'all. I got to go get it in. I'm about to go to the gym. I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30. Let's say spiders out here reading the price action like the mentor Yeah, we getting it. Hey man, I told y'all, man, I'll be just like ICT when it comes to reading these candles, man. I'll be just like ICT when it comes to reading these candles. ICT, he don't like for people to call him the GOAT, but hey, that man, I ain't seen nothing more accurate than what he teach. And I can only take him at his word that he is the author of the algorithm. I can only take him at his word. I have not seen anyone this precise. And I thank you, Mr. Michael Huddleston. From one 50-year-old man to another. I appreciate you, my guy. Hear me. I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30, man. Y'all be easy. Be safe. Gone.